Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is still Monday, June 23rd, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And even though it's not Christmas time right now, it's just June, Christmas in December. We all know that. December 25th. It's almost here. But it ain't here just yet. So even though it ain't Christmas time, it's in the middle, well, the end of June. I still want to hit y'all with this little song. It's normally around Christmas time. And it's, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear it? Hear what, Big Ward? I'm glad you asked. Nothing. I don't hear nothing. Absolute silence. As a matter of fact, it's so quiet right now, you can hear a rat pissing on cotton, as they say down here in the country, around here in these parts. It's so quiet. You hear it. Well, I've been out here. I've been not having no rats in here. But it's so quiet. If a rat was in here pissing on cotton, you can hear it. You know how quiet it's got to be able to hear a rat pissing on cotton? That's extremely quiet. And right now, when you check YouTube, Facebook, any of the platforms, that's how quiet the Democrats are right now. They had took my spot as the king of doom and gloom. The Democrats had bumped me out the way with all the doom and gloom about how Trump was finna F everything up with this Iran situation. Oh, they were loud just a day ago. Now, they're so quiet, you can hear a rat pissing on cotton. Do you hear what I hear? Absolutely nothing. Now, is it over? That remains to be seen. But one thing for certain, it ain't going the way the Democrats thought it was going to go. They did not think Iran was going to tap out. And we were talking about sleeper cells, including myself. Because they here. That's true. But they weren't activated. But why not, Big Ward? I'm glad you asked. You remember I told y'all, was it on the live or the video or something I said? No, the video, yesterday. And I was warned, it ain't that I made them not do nothing. I ain't going to take credit for that. But if they happen to be, if Allah Akbar was listening to Big Ward, and the rest of y'all that were listening to me, you heard me say, if one of them, if one incident of them setting off some stuff in America, remember I was saying nobody that looked like them was going to be safe in America? Y'all remember I said that, even if they had nothing to do with it. Even if they ain't with that type of stuff, if they look like Saddam Hussein or anybody from over there, if they look like they from Iran, even if they're an American citizen, I said stay in the house because you're going to be a target. If one of them sleeper cells did something here. right? That's what I said. You can go back to the video from yesterday and watch it, and you'll see that I said that I'm not lying, that I said if they do something, that was going to be their ass. I ain't saying they wouldn't. I was saying, but if they did, that was going to be their ass. Because they would have been thinking America's a bunch of liberals, when in reality it's more conservative than liberals. This last election proved that the liberals lost. So these folks that voted for Mr. Trump, these are the type of people that just gonna let you come over here just blowing up shit and just get away with it. So they have to take all that into consideration. We got a lot of guns over here. The whole world know that because we over here already doing mass shootings in schools. They know we got a gun problem in America. They know that. They know everybody's strapped in America. They watch the news. They see these YNs with switches and what is a switch? They don't even know what the hell a switch is over there. These YNs over here got switches. 12-year-olds got pistols that shoot 100 times. Everybody's strapped in America. So they know one set off and none of their people were going to be safe on the streets of America. It wasn't going to last long. They weren't going to get many opportunities. They might have got one off. And from that point on, they weren't going to be safe nowhere in America. You can't cover their face up. Anybody that looked like one of them was going to be took down. And wasn't nobody going to come help them if they would have set it off in America with some damn sleeper cell. Not saying they still won't, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm explaining something to you. They would have had to get orders from the supreme leader to do that. But the supreme leader saw that this ain't Joe Biden right now running America. See, we've had issues out of Iran before. They just, yep, talk about what they're going to do. Death to America. They just run them out what they're going to do. Talk. Like the schoolyard when you was in elementary school. You know how you had that dude that just, yep, I'll whoop your ass. Don't F with me. I ain't nothing to play with. I'll kick your ass. I ain't nothing to play with. I'll whoop ass around here. Don't nobody want none of me. But you never seen them fight. We ain't seen Iran fight nobody for real. We seen a little video with that little Republican guard or whoever they hear jump around with their little guns doing this, their little drill or whatever. We ain't seen them fight nobody. We just seen them, I'll whoop your ass. I'm the baddest in the school. Don't nobody want to fight me. I'll beat everybody up. I don't know if y'all had a kid like that at y'all school. He always talked about he'll whoop everybody's ass. And a lot of folk believed him because his wolf game was so tight to where he had everybody believing just by the word, the way he talked, he can whoop some ass. Y'all ever seen somebody like that in school? I did. Everybody was scared of him. He ain't whooped nobody. But the mouth and the threat of what he might do if he wanted to, what he could do, had everybody scared. Everybody was kind of cautious with him. But there was one dude at the school that when hearing all that talk, was tired of hearing it, called him out, punched him in his damn mouth. And everybody was looking around, standing thinking, uh-oh, you done messed up. You done hit the baddest guy in school in the mouth. We thinking he finna get tore up. And guess what ended up happening? The one with all that mouth, that just got punched in his mouth by the dude that wasn't gonna do all that talking, he was about that action, boss, punched him in the mouth. He took off running, crying. and he gave up. Never to be heard from again. I don't want no smoke. That's all right. I changed my mind. That's what just happened. Iran is the guy that was talking all the noise in school. And everybody was like, ooh, you don't want to mess with him? Ooh, he bad. Ooh, you heard what he said he'll do? Ooh, you heard what he told him he'll do? Ooh. And he might have found some little smaller kids. Yeah, slap upside the head. So that really had everybody thinking, he really tough. Because he knew who to go point out in the crowd. Yeah. Walk up to him and slap him upside the head, the little retarded guy. Everybody, ooh, he ain't nothing to play with. Had everybody scared. Ran across a dude that didn't play. That's what Iran just did. See, Joe Biden, Obama, all the rest of them, they were the ones that, all that talk had them shook. They didn't want to take them on, scared of what they might do, scared of what the consequences would be if they did something, even though they threatening you. They've been threatening us. What they going to do to us? Death to America, all that. They've been saying that for years. We ain't do nothing. And they just talking. And then you got Israel over there. They'll shoot a few bombs off in Israel, you know. Israel, to them, is the little retarded kid. Or the little small kid that they think they can beat. So they fire them off in Israel. Oh, but boy, Israel had a friend. You know, like the little kid at school that was getting bullied had a friend that didn't play by him and found out that his friend was getting bullied. And he came to handle that bully and pow, right in the kisser. And the bully ran off crying. That was just happened to Iran. See, they thought President Trump was going to do the same thing as Biden and Obama and the rest of them that came before him. He just going to talk. He ain't going to do nothing. So Iran still over there beating their chest like a silverback. Okay. Next thing you know, pow. Oh, shit. He for real. We were just kidding. We didn't really want to do nothing. We know we can't whoop y'all. We thought y'all wasn't going to do nothing. That's what just happened. They know they can't do nothing with us. It would take us one day of all out at that ass. Not that stuff George Bush and them did over there in Iraq and Afghanistan. Not tying the service members hand behind their back. We could have handled Afghanistan in 2 to 3 weeks. We could have handled Iraq, been out of there in a month. They strung that along for all them years. Didn't have to be over there that long for them folks. They played around with them. The guy in office now ain't playing with them. He gonna bomb the hell out of them. Iran figured that out. This man for real. This guy just fly into our airspace and drop bombs on our ass. Nobody else has done that. Did them people just fly over here and we couldn't do nothing to stop it? You think Iran, told all them folks ain't paying attention? Hold on now. We can talk like we tough and we want to go see the 7 virgins and all that, but not for real. We didn't think we were really going to have to do all that. We thought we could just talk our way into what we, run that mouth, scare you. Didn't know he was going to call it bluff. So here you got, you that damn tough, so you thought. And these folks just flew 6 planes right on in. You ain't know it. Next thing you know, your shit blowed up. The same man telling you, I know where you lead at right now. We can get him anytime we want to. And then you realize he for real. The leader. The president, not the president, they got a different type government. They got a president of Iran, and then they got the Ayatollahs, them the religious fanatics, them the one who really run it. I'll explain that to y'all another time. But here's the president of their country knowing that this man just said, we know where you at, and we can touch you anytime we want to. And then he seen him do it with Bin Laden. He seen him do it with Hussein. So Gaddafi. He know who he dealing with America. And now you got somebody in charge of America that's about that smoke. He ain't soft like the rest of them that came before him. They know this dude here will do what the hell he said he gonna do. They know this dude here in charge of the most powerful military on the planet. And he ain't scared to use it. He showed them, I'll use it. And I don't care what the liberals in my country are crying about. I'm going to do it anyway. Because the right is what needs to be done. He's not worried about the political pressure. Don't do that. Your political numbers have dropped. His poll numbers have dropped. He don't care about none of that. Still did it. Went over there. Whatever type of deterrent they might have, radar, whatever they got, was ineffective. Didn't do them no good. Just flew right on them now, right to their nuclear site, bombed their shit, and got the hell up out of there before they knew what happened. Now just imagine, because that's what Iran thinking. If they can do that quick, and we keep on pissing them off, what if he just unleashing all out assault on us? They can totally annihilate us like that in one day. We got the ability, without even using nukes, we got the ability to destroy Iran in one day. I was in the military. I don't even know half the shit we got. It's a lot of stuff we got, it ain't even on the news. When I tell you we got some Buck Rogers intergalactic type weapons that y'all don't even know about. If we knew about it, the liberals will be having a fit. We got some shit to probably disintegrate your ass like a laser gun. They ain't gonna tell anybody that. We got weapons that haven't been used, people don't even know yet. I guarantee it. They didn't want none of that. They didn't want none. So that's what didn't happen. Them boys said, you know what? I believe in Allah and all that, but I ain't ready to go yet. Them 7 virgins gonna have to wait. So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like I guess it's over. I guess. We'll see. Is it over? Time will tell. But it looked like it. Like them folks said, F that. This man crazy. Again, do you hear what I hear? Not a damn thing. Democrats ain't saying nothing. Hey, Rat, stop pissing on that cotton. That shit loud as hell, too quiet in here. I hear you over there pissing on that cotton. Get it, got it good, bye.